Well, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday today. We are having a lovely day today, and don't mind the hair. I've been outside doing a few errands and getting things ready for my next project and adventure. So if you've been watching or seeing my Facebook posts or my YouTube posts, you know I'm about to go into a new area, epoxy. So doing pendants and coasters and, different types of projects and items. So it's a bit of a process. It's a bit of a, you have to get things ready. So definitely you have to do a lot of research. You have to make sure you have all the items that you need. You have to make sure that you have your protection gear and just even before you start. So that's taken some time. But I think I have everything ready to go, and I've set up my little work area downstairs in our home. And so I'm about ready to start my very first experiment. I'll be doing, let me switch this, doing some coasters. So they're just basic coasters, set of 4. And it's actually got a really cute little coaster holder that we're going to do. So I'm going to attempt to do that today and see if I can be successful at it. Now, as you can see, let me zoom out here. My desk, I'll move here, is quite full now. So this desk is pretty much my art desk, my laptop desk, my diamond art desk, and whatever else I might have to do. So I've had to rearrange and set everything up just so that I have all the tools I need and all my materials close at hand. So if you're wondering how to do this, or you are interested trying some epoxy art, like I've got molds for rings and other types of molds, bubble molds, I'll probably get a few more as I work on this. You need to make sure that you have all your items and you have the correct items. So I'll quickly go through what I have here and I'll show you that. Just like I said, even before you start. So you need some good measuring cups. These are plastic. As you can see, these are the plastic ones. They're a hard plastic. You can get the flexible ones for when the epoxy resin dries. It's easy to peel it out. These you can do as well. Secret is, once you're done pouring the epoxy on these, you can squeeze these a little bit. You can squeeze them once it dries, and then you can peel it out. Otherwise, just use the alcohol 91%, which is, I'll show you. Make sure you get this isopropyl alcohol 91% so you can clean out your tools and your measuring cups and make sure that's all done. Once you clean all that out, you can clean it with soap and water. What I've done is I've gotten a little squeeze box here to put the alcohol in, so I can pour it into the containers so that it helps to dilute any leftover resin or epoxy. Make sure you have some paper cups. You must have your mask, vital. You don't want to breathe in the fumes. Your gloves, these are nitrile gloves, so make sure you have nitrile gloves at hand. I've got a drain for anything left over in the measuring cups, so it can drain out. I've got some smaller little measuring cups here for smaller jobs, like say I want to do little rings or little pendants, and you don't need too much of the actual material. These, I believe, are little finger, they cover your fingers if you're close, or you have to get in close with a toothpick so it doesn't get on your fingers. And I got all these in like a kit. You can go online to Amazon or Temu and you can get some really good prices. This is a little squeezy, so you can squeeze or get your coloring. So I've got some coloring here, all different types of colors. Little dropper. Just be careful that when you get them, make sure that they're not leaking or anything. That happened with mine, so I got it all over my fingers. There's little toothpicks here, which I'm going to actually move. They came with the kits. Then I went out and bought some different, see, these are much smaller. And then I've got 2 of these. So that's what I have for that. And I just I got these at the dollar store, Dollarama, You can get probably at One Tree, wherever you are. And they're really quite cheap, and they're just little coat holders. So I put this over top of that just to protect it. We have pets. We have cats. So if you have dogs or any type of animal, it's best not to have them in this area because the epoxy does have an odor, and you don't want the cats or the dogs or the animals getting near it. So your area, like I say, I've got my cups here, toothpicks down in there, and then I've got all my little items I want to add. This is a heat measuring gun, right? So you hold the trigger, it takes battery, and it'll test the heat. Make sure you have some scissors, vitally important. And again, these are some coloring powders that I bought, so I can add into the epoxy. This is actually it's for multiple colors. You can pour at once, make a little myriad of color. And then I also have like little shells and different items that I can use. These are just actually from the kitchen. They were sitting around, so I decided to see if we'll try those. Different types of decorative that you can put in. And I also picked up some dried flowers. You can use those. I have more that I got from dollar store, the plastic fake ones where you can cut them off. This is your heating gun, so if that's to help with bubbles. So we've got all that. I picked this up at dollar store as well. It's a huge roll and not very expensive, so I picked this up. You can cut it to size. It's a liner, so that's to help to prevent spills and just to protect it as you're pouring. Under the liner, I put a piece of wood just to have it level, just to protect it. So I wanted to do that. These, again, dollar store is a great place. I've got my X-Acto knife, my measuring, my ruler. These I picked up at dollar store, cute little things. And they're also, so you can clean them up real good. If you get any of the epoxy or resin on, it'll just peel right off of those. You want to use metal or something like this, okay? And you can get them at the dollar store. Again, they had these. It's not glass or anything, so don't use glass. So these are quite nice. And then different sizes of toothpicks for what I want to do, and different sizes of measuring cups. This I have. It's another dollar store feature. That is for when I finish adding everything to my coasters. I'm going to put it over top just to cover it so that no dirt or anything gets into it, so that it can cure for the time it needs. Over here, in this little corner, I've actually got my epoxy and my hardener and all my different types of molds in here. I've got my shop towels here, so you can get those. All this pretty much I got at dollar store. That's just another mold for some for some bottle openers. So you can get all kinds of different stuff. And then some nice little cute iridescent flowers you can add in. So I'll be doing an experiment today to see how I do with all of this. I always make sure I cover everything, again, because of the cats. You want to make sure that everything is covered. They have no access to anything that might harm them. As well, in your area, let me switch back to myself. You want to make sure you have a fan, an area where you can open your window, and make sure it's bright and light, and just so that everything is covered. So the fan, not too loud, but it will help to suck up any fumes or odors while you are mixing and getting ready. So this is going to be a first attempt. Oh, did I show you the toothpicks? Yes, we also have toothpicks, little toothpicks. So lots of things you need. And of course, the most of myself anyhow is the coffee liquid. That's what you need to keep your fuel going. So, and your Kleenex and a little snack after you've done all that hard work. Now I have a little friend down here. This is Blue, and she'll probably be going upstairs. As long as she stays away from the table, I'm okay until I start. I'm probably going to put her somewhere else out of the area, so there is no way that she can breathe any of these fumes, even with the fan on and the window open. I want to be very careful and very, very, very safe with our animals. So what's going to happen is I'm going to start doing that as well. Been researching, very vital that you research. You can go online and there are actually measuring tools for epoxy and resin artwork where depending on what you need for, and this is just some of the like 13 milliliters, you can have them in ounces and there's different ways to convert it. So yeah, recipe is ready to go here just so that I know how much I need and how much for each coaster, and I've calculated all that, and then we'll see what happens. So you can go online to several different art websites or YouTube channels, and they have these types of things where they're free for people, and you can, if you're doing a specific project, you can measure it, you know, the length and the width, find out what you need, and that'll give you a more precise and accurate amount of what you need, so you're not wasting your material or your resin epoxy. All right, so I've got just about everything ready to go. I'm just going to set up my heat gun that's used to get rid of the bubbles that will form. And then I will get back to you after I attempt my first project. I'm not going to tape my first project because it might be a complete disaster, but I will certainly see how that works. So look out for my next video. If you like my channel, please subscribe and click the like button, and also click the notifications so that you can get updated when I put new videos up. I'm trying to do better on my YouTube channel, just so that I can show you all the things that I'm doing. I have a lot of projects on the go, a lot of different ideas that I'm working with that I want to add to my YouTube channel, and I'm really excited, and as I go along I'll share that with you. All right, take care everybody. We will get back to you when I have this finished and I'll show you the results, good or bad.